This is Water Valley Blue Devil Classic Football. This game features the Water Valley Blue Devils and the Houston Hilltoppers. The game was played on September 28, 1990 at Houston. The final score was Water Valley 21, Houston 0. And now here's play-by-play announcer Bill Morgan.
Hello again and welcome to the field tonight of the Houston Hilltoppers. Start of the game here tonight with the Water Valley Blue Devils, which are a 4-0 team, 3A team, with Houston being a 3A team. Of course, they're 3-1 with only one loss to Bowen. And Suzanne now will give us the lineup of sponsorship for tonight's game here.
Thanks, Bill. We would like to take this time to thank the following businesses for sponsoring this homecoming game tonight. Moore's Enterprises from Houston, they're your Radio Shack dealer. They're also the home of Pioneer Systems, PB Sound Equipment, Soundtracks, and more. See Lee Neighbors and his fine staff at Houston Building Supply and let them take care of all of your building supply needs. Weeks Supermarket in Houston and also Vardaman. Cobbler's Auto World in Houston, Patrick Mobile Homes, Hunter's Hollow in Houston, in Oxford. They carry a large supply of hunting supplies. Bob's Pawn Shop in Houston, Cole's Jewelry on the Square in Bruce, also Horan and Horan Attorneys at Law, along with Vondafoam Incorporated in Water Valley.
Thanks a lot, Suzanne. I'd like to say on behalf of the whole TV7 crew, as well as Channel 5 Future Vision, we're glad to be here tonight covering the Houston Hilltoppers game. And I have Mr. Michael Brand here with me. Michael, a few comments on tonight's game. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to go with Houston tonight. Being from Houston, 3-1 record, and this is homecoming night. We know that the blood is pumping and the adrenaline is flowing, and let's get it on.
All right, Michael, we appreciate those comments. We've already been warned, of course, the stands will be shaking tonight, so we may have to clutch a hold of our cameras pretty heavy here tonight. I'm going to read over the Houston starting lineup as far as the, I guess, the offensive line goes. We have quarterback number 1, Barry Hall. We'll have number 11 at halfback, Stevie Wallace. And let's see, we'll look down through. Running back number 35, Donnie Pulliam. Fullback, Tracy Cousins, number 42. We'll have at defensive end, Jason Davis, at number 73, who will also be doing some the position of center. And do you see any more I left off, Michael?
Number 21 will be your receiver, Jonathan Childress. Also outside linebacker, number 26, Rodney Evans, as well as safety on the defense.
Okay, appreciate that. And we'll give you the starters for the in just a moment. As the captains are on the field now, as they greet each other. Water Valley Blue Devils, Houston Hilltoppers here tonight in Houston, Mississippi. And here comes Water Valley. And the Water Valley Blue Devil side seems to be as pumped up as the Houston Hilltopper side. So a very exciting, energetic game here tonight as we experience homecoming game. Houston Hilltoppers taking on the Water Valley Blue Devils. We'll be back in just a moment, and we'll begin the first quarter of play here in Houston, Mississippi. And welcome back to TV7 and Channel 5, your local sports connections here tonight in Houston. And we get ready for the kickoff as Houston Hilltoppers will receive the ball. Number 35, Donnie Pulliam on the return, and he got out to about the 27-yard line. Look, 30-yard line, I believe they spot the ball. Just underway here in the first quarter of play. Houston taking on the Water Valley Blue Devils in Houston's homecoming. And it'll be 1st and 10 with the Hilltoppers at their own 25-yard line. Okay, number 1, the quarterback, will keep the ball, and his name is Barry Hall, who is a senior. Humphrey on the tackle for the Water Valley Blue Devils. And I believe it'll be a pickup of about 3 yards, 2 yards. Second down, 8 yards to go for the first for the Houston Hilltoppers. Number 1, Barry Hall, brings his team in motion. As number 11, Stevie Wallace. And a good defensive play there by the Water Valley Blue Devils. Pulliam was on the carry for the Hilltoppers. Donnie Pulliam, number 35. Third and 8. No gain on the play by Houston as the Blue Devils held them. And it'll be third down, 8 yards to go. Just underway in the first quarter of play. Number 1, Barry Hall at quarterback with 3 backs behind him. As he handed off to number 35, Pulliam once again. He's up to about the 34-yard line of the Hilltoppers. Fourth down, 4 yards, going to be short. And what do you think, Michael? They'll probably punt the ball here?
Yeah, I think they'll go into a point formation. And, well, look like Houston is going to go for it. What do you think?
Okay, and there's Houston elected to go. Fourth and 1. And the quarterback, Barry Hall, will call a timeout with 4th and 1, and kind of surprised me there, Michael.
Yeah, well, you see, I think the thing that has been working for Water Valley all year long is that defense. It's kind of intimidating at this time and has Houston at a position where they have to do a little bit more thinking, but I think the Hilltoppers is going to come out and pull it off.
Again, both teams were going into a lot of confidence here. 4-0 record for Water Valley, of course, 3-1 for the Hilltoppers. So both of them are going to fight it to the end. I figured it'd be a pretty close game.
That's right. This will be a very close game.
Beautiful night for football here in Houston. As TV7 in Bruce, Channel 5 Houston, Channel 2 Future Vision Water Valley, all glad to be on hand here tonight covering the Houston Hilltoppers homecoming. And it'll be Houston punting the ball away as they elected to go on 4th down and didn't make it. And I can't see the number on the punter. Can you tell who's punting the ball, Michael?
I can't see it at this time myself.
And the snap is back. Good punt. And we'll have a flag on the play. A couple of flags on the play.
Childress kick will roll down the Water Valley 33-yard line. Several flags on the play.
Punt all the way down to the Water Valley 33-yard line. Fine punt by the Hilltoppers that time. Waiting to see what the flag call is. Can you tell, Michael?
Not at this particular time. I can't tell. I don't know if it was an offensive penalty or a defensive penalty. But
Have a clipping call against the Blue Devils.
against the Blue Devils. Okay, it was on defense. Let's see what they're going to do here.
This crowd really excited to see that flag go against Water Valley.
Yeah, I think they're very excited about the call. And we're just going to hope that it go in the favor for the Blue. Well, not for the Blue Devils, but for the Hilltoppers tonight. I have to stick with Houston since I'm a Houston fan.
That's right, a little bit prejudice there. And that'll back Water Valley deep back into their own territory after the penalty call there.
Okay, they're spotting the ball at the 18-yard line.
And it'll be the Blue Devils' ball at the 18-yard line as they'll put their offense into motion here. Quarterback for the Blue Devils, number 13, D. Hervey. Hervey back to pass. And he's in the grass as Hervey just slipped as he went back for the pass and looked right off that they were going to go to a pass on 1st down, Michael.
Yeah, that defense of Houston is just intimidating. I like the way they came in and just took control of the play, and if they keep it up like that throughout the entire game, we know what time it'll be.
That's exactly right, and we have about 9 minutes to go here in the first period of play. No score on the board as Water Valley slipped on the 1st down. It'll be a 2nd down, loss of 6 yards. 2nd down, 16 yards to go for the 1st down here against Houston Hilltoppers. Number 13, the quarterback for Water Valley, Hervey, as he handed off to one of his running backs, and we'll wait and see the number. I couldn't tell. Lanier Person on the carry, number 3.
What I'm saying is you can't see what I'm doing, can you?
Evans assisted on the stop for the Houston Hilltoppers.
You can go to me anytime because I'm doing it all the time.
And that'll be a 3rd down, 9 situation here. 9 yards to go for the Water Valley Blue Devils. First quarter of play. As the quarterback, the quarterback for Water Valley, Hervey. And Hervey will keep the ball, cut up the right side of the field, and he'll be dropped by the Hilltopper defense, who are not allowing the offense to explode very much.
Number 42 made a pretty play at that particular point in time. He was in on the play, looking very good. The defense of the Hilltoppers are looking very good at this time.
And that's Tracy Cousins, I believe, number 42, who is the inside linebacker, I believe, for the Hilltoppers. With a beautiful play there by the defense for the Hilltoppers. And Water Valley will not go on 4th down and will punt the ball away to the Hilltoppers. Good snap and a good punt by number 10, as the Hilltoppers, number 11, will pick up the ball. Stevie Wallace, number 11, who is the halfback for the offensive unit of the Hilltoppers. The punt was made by number 10, I believe, Jeff Bynum, the punter for the Blue Devils.
Yeah,
And I believe some Hilltopper fans want a penalty over here, Michael.
right, that's right. Seemed as though one of the men got a little rough out there. Unnecessary roughness was called, and some of these fans here in the stand are saying, get him out of there.
And
This is going to be a very interesting game, folks. We can tell right now.
I believe I see 2 flags on the field out there. Beautiful field here in Houston, very well lighted, and it's going to give us a good picture here tonight.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Candlestick Park myself.
Montana land, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know, Houston coming in tonight with a 3-0 record and 3-1 record tonight, and Waller Valley has a 4-0 record tonight. This is more of a challenge for Houston. This will allow them to prove themselves to their fans as well as themselves. And with this being homecoming, I know that the adrenaline is pumping and that Houston is going to take this game tonight and is going to be celebrating all night long.
Nope. No doubt in your mind, huh?
No doubt in my mind.
And I believe the penalty did go against Water Valley. Is that right?
The penalty is against Water Valley, yeah.
Now it'll be Hilltoppers' ball with excellent field position, as they'll already be in Water Valley territory on the Blue Devil 49-yard line with 7:21 left to go in the first period of play here in Houston on a beautiful, gorgeous night here.
Well, Bill, what do you think? You think they're going to go to the air? You think it's going to be a running play? I want to see what his arm is like.
That's right. 3 backs behind him. I figure it'll run.
All right. Number 35, who for Houston is Donnie Pulliams, made a tremendous run to the 35-yard line.
Give him 6 and call it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 is the call, and Houston is looking good coming up the field.
And just a short tail tackle. They may have been a lot more yards out of that play. So it'll be a 2nd down, 4 yards to go, as Michael said, as the Hilltoppers will come up on about the 44-yard line of Water Valley, as they're in Water Valley territory for the first time tonight. And the quarterback will keep the ball. Number 1. And that's quarterback Barry Hall, and he'll have a 1st down, Michael.
Yeah, if it had not been for number 3, Lanier Person, I believe Houston would have went all the way that time.
Great run by quarterback keeper. He faked on the running back handoff and just kept the ball and went right up the right side of the field.
Lanier Person, number 3 for Water Valley, was in on the stop. Thank God that he was over there at that particular time. If not, Houston would have broke one, and we would have had 6.
That's exactly right. And now it'll be Hilltoppers' ball, 1st and 10. Down deep on about the 22-yard line, 21-yard line of Water Valley. As number 1 will pass it back, and the ball will be incomplete to the halfback.
Yeah, Number 62 for Water Valley, David Allen, was in on the play. Loss of yardage against Houston. The ball is back at the 31-yard line, and this is 2nd and 20.
That was an option play attempt by the Hilltoppers as it failed that time. It'll be a 2nd down and 20, as Michael says, as the Hilltoppers still good field right here in the Water Valley territory. And the quarterback will keep the ball once again. This time he'll go nowhere as number 54 for the Blue Devils, Brian Mix, came right in and wasn't fooled at all.
And just look at that guy. He stands about 6'3", and he weighs, I don't know how much, but he's a big guy. Look like he's going to be good in the SEC. What do you think?
It'd be tough, but he might get there, huh? He might play at that Candlestick Park one of these days.
Well, maybe he'll get a chance to mix it up with rice and gravy. We never know.
239 pounds on Bryant Mix.
Ooh, that's a big guy. I wouldn't like to meet him in a dark alley nowhere, that's for sure.
Now it'll be Houston 3rd, 17 yards to go for the first down. Number 1, quarterback Barry Hall, as he'll go back for a pass play here, and he'll have to hurry. Looked like the pass was complete, unless his knees was down, number 35. 35, Donnie Pulliam with the reception for the Hilltoppers.
There's a flag on the play at this time against Water Valley. Number 83. It's against Water Valley. Number 83, who is Chris Turner for Water Valley. There's a penalty on him.
Senior Chris Turner from Water Valley, and Water Valley some heavy penalties already in the first period of play.
And you know, if Houston can continue to intimidate Water Valley with their ground plays, causing these penalties and get an early lead, I believe that the Hilltoppers can pull this thing out early.
And that'll back Water Valley up deep in their own end zone, as Houston will have the best field position of the night, as they'll be on about the 14-yard line of the Blue Devils. It's a dead ball foul, and it'll be 4th down and 1 yard to go. And I do believe here, Michael, the Hilltoppers will elect to go for it.
Yeah, I think the Hilltoppers will go for it. I believe that this is going to be a ground play. As a matter of fact, I know this is going to be a ground play. Let's look for number 35. 35 has been carrying the ball real good tonight. Donnie Pulliams, more than likely they'll just hand the ball off to Donnie, and he'll just take it in for a couple of yards just to get a first down.
And you know they're going to have that first score on the board, right?
That's right. Houston is coming on. I can feel it, yeah.
Might mention a coincidence here tonight. Both head coaches, last names are Allen. Coach Ricky Allen, of course, with the Hilltoppers, and Coach Terry Allen there with the Water Valley Blue Devils. And a little later on, we'll be calling out the assistant coaches for each team and give recognition, because it takes a lot of hard work from each and every individual involved in the ball program to make it a success. And of course, we want to thank the cheerleaders, the band, and just everybody that has a part in making this program tonight successful, and especially to all the great fans from both teams that have come out here tonight.
What do you think? I think they're playing for the rights to the last name tonight. Allen is the coach for Water Valley, and also Houston's coach last name is Allen. Maybe they got together before the game and decided, well, Houston wins, you keep the last name, but if Water Valley wins, I'll keep the last name. I don't know, folks. What do you think?
Last minute decision there, huh? Okay, and the Hilltoppers will come up, of course, like we said, 4th and 1. And, of course, they'll have to pick up the first down here, and these fans are ready to see a first down by the Hilltoppers.
Number 30, Charles Harris, carried the ball on that play. Inside the 10-yard line for 1st and goal for the Houston Hilltoppers.
And a great chance here to score, and Houston can get the first points on the board with a touchdown here. 1st and goal from the Water Valley 10-yard line.
You know, I noticed Houston's offensive line is much smaller than Water Valley's defensive line, and they're just pushing them down the field like a vacuum cleaner.
Them runs up the middle might not work every time, huh?
That's right, definitely.
Okay, and Houston now ready to go in motion. 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line. And the quarterback will keep it. And he'll go down with not much of a gain, as number 1, Barry Hall, the quarterback, kept the ball. And who was the tackle on that one?
Number 54, Brian Mix, inside linebacker.
I believe Mix is going to be in a lot of faces tonight.
Yeah, I think he is. He's big enough. He's real fast. To be a big guy, he's real fast. I noticed him going across the field. He has a lot of speed behind him. Been an inside linebacker. At the 8-yard line, deep in Water Valley territory, the Hilltoppers are pushing it in, and look like they're doing a good job at it. And 2nd and 8. There's a flag on the play, flag on the field. Delay of gain called against Houston. And they're going to move the ball back to the 13-yard line. Delay of gain against the Hilltoppers.
I believe that'll be one of the first penalties, if not the first, we've seen against the Hilltoppers here tonight, with Water Valley drawing just about all the penalties thus far in the game.
Yeah, I think this is the first penalty against the Hilltoppers, but that's all right. They'll move back a few yards, but we know the Hilltoppers, they'll come back.
Okay, second down and 13 here for the Hilltoppers. It's Barry Hall, the quarterback, with his 3 running backs behind him. And it will be a handoff and a pitch back. And I believe Water Valley will have the ball. Blue Devil ball. Blue Devils recovered. So I tell you, turnovers, Michael, will make a game.
Yeah, and that's something Houston is going to have to watch out for. Water Valley is, I believe they're getting ready to come back and play some ball after Houston had driven them down deep in their own territory, and they got a fumble. Sometimes that gives a team encouragement, and I think we've got to watch out a little bit here. Water Valley might decide they want to play a little football tonight.
They may be getting warmed up now, huh? And that's tough on a team to get down that close and then have to turn the ball over, as Water Valley will come up now with the quarterback. As he'll hand the ball off to one of his running backs, and quarterback Hervey for Water Valley, number 13, didn't quite catch the running back's numbers. And a gain of about 5 yards on the play for the Blue Devils. And it'll be a 2nd down, 5-yard situation with 2:16 left to go in the first period of play here tonight in Houston. And one of our cameramen from Water Valley, Russ, he says, you better watch out. Here comes the Blue Devils.
Well, this play will tell the story right here. Let's see what Water Valley is made of.
Okay, number 13, Hervey, quarterback. And they'll run right up the middle, and Hilltoppers will have some trouble with up the middle run there by the Blue Devils. Number 32, right? Michael Jefferson.
Michael Jefferson, number 32 for the Blue Devils of Water Valley, just took the ball straight up the middle. Looked like Houston is going to have to step in and close up that gap.
And that'll be another first down registered for Water Valley here tonight as they'll come to the line. Number 13 quarterback, Hervey, as he overlooks his offensive line. And Hervey will hand off.
Number 3, Lanier Person, is busy carrying the ball up the field tonight. He got out to some good yardage tonight. The handoff from the quarterback, D.E. Harvey. Ball was carried out to the 46-yard line of the Hilltoppers.
And in this particular drive, Blue Devils having quite a bit of success going straight up the middle with their running backs.
Straight up the middle, yes. This is one thing that the Hilltoppers are going to have to shut down, that straight up the middle run. Seemed like they're running at the smaller men on the defensive line for Houston, but let's just see what happens.
Okay, as number 13 for the Blue Devils, quarterback Hervey. And it'll be another handoff, I believe, by Hervey. And this time for just about no gain, as the Hilltoppers will push him back. Number 32 was the runner that time for the Blue Devils, Michael Jefferson.
Water Valley, what they're doing is they're really not giving Houston a time to regroup. They're continuing to run the ball at them straight up the middle every time they come into number 32, Michael Jefferson, who is a powerful runner. And Houston is doing a good job now. They closed up the middle like I indicated earlier that they had to do. So let's see what happens this play.
Okay, as number 13, the quarterback, Hervey. And faked a handoff. And Hervey will pass this time. He's got a man wide open down to the 10-yard line for the Blue Devils, and that was number 83 on the reception for the Blue Devils, Chris Turner. And Michael, what a beautiful pass by the Blue Devils.
Number 83, Chris Turner, has world-class speed. I've noticed him in a couple of games, and the guy is fast. And he just outran Houston and did a good job of getting down the field, down to the 10-yard line. And I don't know, but Water Valley might be on the run here, but we just have to hope that the defense of Houston can come back and shut them down before they take it in any further.
And that was just a tough executed play as they gave the quarterback, Hervey, plenty of time to find the running back. Great offensive line job there for the quarterback. And it'll be a 1st and 10, of course, with 1 second, and I don't believe he'll get it off before the first period, and he doesn't. And that'll run out the first period of play here with the score 0-0, Michael.
Well, the score is 0-0 right now, and we've got a chance to see what both teams is about. Houston Hilltoppers look good on the offense, along with the Water Valley Blue Devils. They both look good on the offense. Defense is playing okay. Houston has to regroup a little bit and get the defense a little bit more organized because Water Valley is running the ball straight up the middle right at them. But I think Houston is going to come back and regroup, and we're going to have a good ball game here in the second quarter.
And a great game, a great night, and two great teams here as we're seeing some exciting football already in the first period of play. And we're going to let Suzanne now talk about the sponsors of tonight's game.
Thanks, Bill. We can't express the importance of these sponsors enough. Be sure and go by and tell them how much you enjoyed watching this game on TV7 in Bruce, Channel 5 right here in Houston, and also Channel 2 in Water Valley. That's on Future Vision Cable Systems. We'd like to thank Moore's Enterprises right here in Houston. Houston Building Supply. Go by and see Fred and Lee Neighbors and let them take care of all of your building supply needs. Weeks Supermarket in Houston and also Vardaman, the staff at Halbert's Auto World, Patrick Mobile Homes, Hunter's Hollow all the way in Oxford, Mississippi, Bob's Pawn, Cole's Jewelry located on the square in Bruce, and also Horan and Horan Attorneys at Law, along with Bondafoam Incorporated in Water Valley. Back to you, Bill.
Okay, thanks a lot, Suzanne. And again, it's good to have Rick, Russ, and Robin on the handling the technical end here tonight, as we'll go back now to action with the Water Valley Blue Devils as they threaten to score for the first score in the game, beginning of the second quarter. And I couldn't tell, Michael, did he hand it off?
Yeah, it was a handoff to number 9 of the Water Valley Blue Devils. Number 9 is Derek Gooch. Quarterback number 13, D.E. Harvey, handed off for about a pickup of 2 yards.
That'll bring it about a second down and 9 yards to go as Water Valley is knocking on the door. And the Hilltopper defense now is going to have to tighten it up. Water Valley inside the and a run around to the left side. Couldn't tell who had the ball for the Blue Devils. Hervey on the carry. Tracy Neal knocked him out of bounds for the Hilltoppers. And Tracy Neal's number 60, Tracy Neal, who is the inside linebacker for the Hilltoppers. Third down and 5 yards to go for the Blue Devils. And for the Blue Devils, it'll be a great opportunity here, just like it was for the Hilltoppers, Michael, as it's a third down and 5 yards. And we'll see what number 13, the quarterback, can do here. And there'll be a flag on the play. Who do you think it's against?
I think it's against the Hilltoppers. Offside against the Hilltops. I think Houston is a little excited tonight, and Water Valley has them deep in their own territory, and the guys are just excited and want to get in there and get that quarterback, stop the running back, and any ground game or air game. Houston is just excited about it, and they're fired up, so we can give them the penalty this time.
Of course, it's homecoming. You know, their adrenaline's high, and of course, they're pumped up, and they're playing a 4-0 team. And Houston, off to their best start in a while, 3-1. So the excitement is there. The crowd's here. The fans are here. They're supporting them. And that defense, all they'd want to do is just hold them Blue Devil offense.
That's right. And you have to realize this is the second penalty that the Hilltoppers has picked up tonight, and this is the second quarter. Early in the first quarter, the Blue Devils had already picked up 3 penalties. So think Houston is pretty much on top of the situation. It's just like you indicated that the Adrenaline is flowing, and this is homecoming night, but we know Houston is going to buckle down, and that they're going to get things in gear, and they're going to run over them Blue Devils.
And that's the words from Mr. Michael Brand here of Houston tonight.
Where's the guy with the pizza at? Hasn't he been there?
I ain't seen him around. We'll take a very quick time out and go to our commercial break and see some of our sponsors. Go by and thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Tell them how much you enjoyed the game on the station here tonight. We'll be right back with TV7, Channel 5, and Channel 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and Water Valley now with a third down, 1 yard to go, threatening to score here tonight. It'll be a touchdown, Water Valley Blue Devils, and in for the touchdown was number 32 for the Blue Devils, Michael Jefferson in, and Jefferson getting a lot of calls here lately to run the ball, and that'll make it a 6-0 game. Blue Devils score first, and I don't know if Michael is speechless or what.
You know, I think that was a weak side play myself. I think they took advantage of the weak side of the Houston Hilltoppers, and Michael Jefferson, being such a big guy, number 32, he just ran over the side. But it was nothing. They're going to come back, and we're going to get some more action here in a few minutes.
I love his enthusiasm. Water Valley going for the 2, and can he get it in? Hervey is in for the 2-point conversion, so that'll make it an 8-0 game. Water Valley now with an early lead right into the second quarter here, as they'll take an 8-0 lead. Houston 0, Water Valley 8 here tonight, and we'll get ready to see the Hilltoppers punt. What do you think, Michael?
Well, at this particular point, I think that it just hit Houston that they're playing football tonight, and that Water Valley is here to really play ball, and that it's time for them to wake up and really regroup and come on back and outscore these Blue Devils. Defense is looking good, a little weak on one side, but that's okay. They're going to fill it in a moment. The Blue Devils are playing good ball. I have to admit, they're playing excellent football tonight. They have a few penalties early in the game, but it's time for the Hilltoppers to come back now, so let's watch out, you Blue Devils fans, and here we go.
All right, and with those words, we're getting ready for a Blue Devil kickoff here tonight for the Hilltoppers. And, of course, the Hilltoppers so close there one time, but had that turnover, and, of course, turnovers can determine the outcome of a game. Great punt there by the Blue Devils. I didn't quite get the punter's number. Number 20 was the punter. Number 20 is the receiver for the Hilltoppers, Greg Brownlee. And Brownlee back out to the 30-yard line. And Houston now will have good field position at the 30-yard line. So now all we have to do is see a 70-yard drive and get a 2-point conversion. We'll have a tied-up game, right, Mike?
Yeah, I think Houston is getting ready to put the ball in the air a little bit. They're going to run and see what their receivers are made of. I think that they're going to do a good job. Have a couple of receivers going deep. This is a ground play. Number 11, Stevie Wallace, 6-yard pickup to the 36-yard line of the Water Valley Blue Devils. Houston, number 26 is coming in for Houston, Rodney Evans. Let's see what Houston is going to do. Coming out is number 80, Tim McIntosh, Houston Hilltoppers. Okay, we're at 2nd and 4. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hilltoppers have the ball. Pass off to number 11, gain of about 3 yards. Stevie Wallace, 1 yard, correction, pick up a 1 yard on the carry. This will be 3rd and 2. Houston still in their own territory, and I believe they're going to move Water Valley down the field a little bit this carry. Houston Hilltoppers 3-1. Water Valley Blue Devils 4-0. Homecoming night here in Houston. And here we go. 3rd and 2. And the quarterback, number 1 for the Houston Hilltoppers, keep the ball. Barry Hall keeps the ball with a gain of. Okay, we have a first down at the Houston 47-yard line. First down. The quarterback, number 1, Barry Hall, on that play. Houston is moving the ball up the field, as I indicated earlier, that they would have to do in this quarter to come back, and Water Valley is giving them that respect that they deserve.
That's exactly right. Of course, that's what you get from a 4-0 and a 3-1 team. And I believe number 11 again with the ball there, Michael, for the Hilltoppers, Stevie Wallace. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound senior, Stevie Wallace is, here at Houston High School. And that time they got inside Water Valley territory to about the 49-yard line. And it'll be a 2nd down, 5 yards to go for Houston. Quarterback number 1, Barry Hall. And a 3-back formation behind Hall. Hall will keep the ball once again. And didn't fool the Blue Devils too much. Kept to the left side of the field. Brought down just inside the 45-yard line. 3rd and 1 for the Houston Hilltoppers here tonight, as they have another pretty good, decent drive here. Is already into Water Valley territory, and now the Hilltoppers will come up to the line. Number 73 is the center, Jason Davis. He'll snap it back to the quarterback, number 1, and that time nothing doing for the Houston offense. Close to the 1st down, although, as they didn't like, but about a yard. And I don't know, Michael, they may have to measure.
Yeah, I think this is very close. I don't know exactly, but it's very close. 4th and 1. It's going to be the call.
There's an official timeout on the field for a measurement.
Okay, they're going to measure it at this time. It's very close. I don't know, Bill, what do you think?
I think it's going to be 4th down and 1. Now, that's just, I'm going on my best instincts.
Yeah, 4th and 1. That sounds good to me. 1st down.
And they had 1st down and then some, it looked like, according to the markers. 1st down 10 for the Hilltoppers. 43-yard line of the Blue Devils.
If you notice something, Houston has not went to the air not once tonight. All of their plays have been ground plays. Number 81 is going wide. Let's see. Well, they have a 3-back formation again here.
That'll be Tyrone Ivey, number 81, is the wide receiver.
Yeah, it looked like another ground play out to number 11 of Houston, Stevie Wallace. Yeah, he got a few yards on the carry.
And that was Wallace on the carry, and we'll see down to the 41-yard line. Give him 2 yards, and be a 2nd down and 8 yards to go for Houston. 41-yard line of the Blue Devils, once again in Blue Devil territory. Last time, of course, they were inside the 10-yard line. Great chance to score, and they did have the turnover, I believe, on the option play. A turnover as it was, though, and Water Valley elected to get the ball and turn the score into it. And now it'll be Houston's ball. Number 1, the quarterback, back to number 11. And number 11 turned what looked like to be a loss into a gain.
Yeah, number 11, Stevie Wallace, he's really playing some ball tonight. He has a lot of endurance within himself, and he's really carrying the ball straight up the middle of the field, which is good, letting Water Valley know that they don't intimidate him, and that takes a lot of guts.
Against that defensive line, it really does. We have some big guys on the defensive line, several in over the 200-pound mark.
Yeah, I'm looking at him from here, and I with a naked eye, I don't see anything under 200.
Bryant Mix there with several tackles already, 239 pounds. And it'll be a 3rd down, 2-yard situation. And the Blue Devils will hold on that play, I believe. I don't know if they had a pickup there.
Yeah, Tracy Cousins, number 42, short of the 1st down. He's one of the members of one of the running backs who's sitting up in the 3-back formation here for Houston. The ball is inside of the Water Valley 35-yard line, and Houston is moving the ball down the field slowly but surely.
Okay, and it'll be a 4th and 1 situation here now. It's the quarterback, number 1, Barry Hall. And Hall will go down quickly by, and there we talk about that size again, Michael, number 54.
Brian Mix, and he really got in there and mixed it up. Brian Mix, number 54 for Water Valley. He mixed it up that time, folks, and there was a sack against Houston, and There's been a timeout called on the field here in Houston, Mississippi. This is a good game to me. The Houston Hilltoppers are down 8-0 in the second quarter. Water Valley is playing some good defense at this particular time, but my heart is still with the Houston Hilltoppers, folks, and I believe that they're going to come back, and we're going to have an exciting third and fourth quarter tonight. So you all just stay with us here in Houston, and let's have a good game tonight.
And with that, we'll be back with more local sports on your local sports connections, TV7, Channel 5, and Channel 2. We'll be right back. Back to action here now. Water Valley Blue Devils held the Houston Hilltoppers. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Water Valley as the quarterback, number 13, Hervey, and he dodged the tackle. The pass will be incomplete. Intended receiver for the Blue Devils, number 10, Jeff Bynum. Hilltoppers.
There was a lot of pressure on the Blue Devils that time. The Houston Hilltoppers have regained and regrouped and regathered themselves, and they really pressured the quarterback as well as the intended receiver for the Blue Devils tonight. And I think that Houston is really shaping themselves up, and they're ready to play some solid defense. Okay, here we go, Water Valley. 2nd and 10. Inside the 40-yard line. Quarterback is throwing. Oh, and he got away from that. Water Valley's quarterback, and he's running up the field, and he's knocked out by I didn't get the number of the...
I believe that was number 60 for the Hilltoppers, you think?
Jason Goodwin of number 60 was there on the stop, and thank God that he was there, because I think it was going to be some open field and some world-class sprinting for Blue Devils.
Michael, that was number 60, Tracy Neal on the Hilltoppers. Yeah, on the stop after the defense.
No, I'm looking at the wrong one.
I've already done that too tonight. Michael and I up here flipping the pages back and forth here. It'll be a 3rd and 9 now for the Water Valley Blue Devils. Ball at the 39-yard line. Blue Devil is in their own territory as number 13 for the Blue Devils, Hervey. He's back to pass. The pass will be complete to number 83, Chris Turner. And once again, I believe it's going to go back.
Oh, that's a penalty on the play.
There'll be a flag on the play. Michael?
Yeah, there's a penalty on the play, and I believe that it's against. What do we have here?
I believe it's going to go against the Water Valley Blue Devils as we see them backing downfield now. And I tell you, that was a fortunate call for Houston.
The man upstairs really answered their prayer that time.
Don't say he doesn't watch over the football teams.
Right, yes. Late here in the second quarter, should I say. That was a penalty against the Water Valley Blue Devils, which put them deep inside their own territory, inside the 20-yard line. And this is a relief for the Houston Hilltoppers. And let's see if they can keep them down. 3rd and 28 is where we're at right here. 3rd and 28, deep inside the Blue Devils territory. Houston Hilltoppers, if they can pull the defense together, they can keep them down there, and hopefully they can go in for an easy score. Not much gain on the yard. The defense of Houston stopped them. Didn't get a chance to see who was carrying the ball there. Bill, did you get a chance to see who was on the carry?
I believe it was number 3 for the Blue Devils. His name is Lennar Person, who is the running back. And that'll cause them to punt the ball on a 4th and 26. Kind of surprised me, Michael. I figured they'd go to the air with a 3rd and 20-something yards.
Yeah, with the speed that Water Valley has, I kind of thought they were going to go to the air too. But it seemed as though the defense of the Hilltoppers kind of like intimidated the air game, and now they're punting the ball.
That's right, and the punt back. And the punter for the Blue Devils, his name is Jeff Bynum. Water Valley will touch the ball
48.
On about the 48-yard line of the Hilltoppers. It'll be Hilltoppers ball, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the half. And the Hilltoppers, once again, Michael, will have good yardage.
Yeah, good yardage, and let's see this time if the Hilltoppers are going to go to the air. I believe that they've pretty much worn down the defense of Water Valley, and now it's time for us to test the arm of that quarterback and see what he's made of. I think that the Hilltoppers are going to throw the ball this time.
And we'll soon find out as the Hilltoppers come up to the line. Number 1 is the quarterback in, Barry Hall, as he overlooks his offensive line. Hall back. Handoff will go to I believe number 11, Wallace, on the carry. Gain of about 2 yards. Second down and 8 now. .238 left to go in the first half of play. As the quarterback, number 1, Hall, will keep the ball, and he'll go up the left side and try to make something out of it.
You know, I noticed number 1 has a lot of heart because he ran up against number 54 for Water Valley. Number 54 is Brian Mix, and he weighs 239 pounds.
Number 1 must have a lot of determination also.
He wants to win this game, but running that way, I don't know.
I might try the right side next time.
That's right, yeah. Quarterback should run the other way because he's running into a brick wall running that way, folks.
Okay, and here we go now. Number 1 again for Houston, Barry Hall, and he'll be up to pass on a 3rd down and 6. And he'll hand the ball off to number 35 for the Hilltoppers, Donnie Pulliam. He's close to the first down, Pulliam is. I didn't quite see the defensive guy on the stop. 4th down and a long one to go. 1:35 left to go in the first half of play here at Houston. And there's a timeout call by the Houston Hilltoppers. And with that timeout, we're going to take a commercial break and see our sponsors, fine sponsors for tonight's ball game. Go out and tell them how much you enjoy the game on the station. We'll be right back with more local sports. You stay tuned. Welcome back to action here now. The Hilltoppers with a 4th and long 1 yard here. And as they elect to go for it, we'll see what happens. Number 11 will have the first down for the Hilltoppers, Stevie Wallace.
Stevie Wallace for Houston has been running the ball tremendously well all night long, and they're just taking the ball up the middle despite how big Water Valley's defense is. Houston is fired up tonight, and as I said, Stevie Wallace, number 11, who's carrying the ball, is doing an excellent job. Let's see if...
And with that, we'll go back to the Houston offense. Number 1, Hall. Handoff again to number 11, Stevie Wallace.
Number 78, William Campbell, was in on the stop, and I don't think if William was there, Houston might have been going for 6.
It looked like just a last-second stop there, a one-hand stop there, Michael.
He's a big guy, too, number 78. Whoa.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Okay, now, watch out for the pass. But there's no passes. He'll hand off to number 35, the running back. And that'll be Donnie Pulliam. Pulliam now getting the ball quite a bit for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Donnie Pulliam is doing a tremendous job. You know, something I've noticed tonight, there haven't been any fumbles from either team. Houston has done more ground work than Water Valley, but the guys have good hands, and that's going to count in the games to come. I've been looking at it, and I haven't seen any fumbles tonight, so that's one plus. That's 1 plus for the Hilltoppers. Go ahead.
That's right. Only that one turnover that we had there in the first period, and now Houston will call a timeout. 27 seconds left in the first half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. And the cheerleaders out tonight doing an excellent job for Houston, as well as the Water Valley cheerleaders. And as you can see, it's 8-0 with 27 seconds left to go.
I don't know about you, Bill, but I think we're working harder than those guys out there on the field, and they're getting Gatorade, and all we're doing is getting tired sitting up here. What do you think about that?
All we've asked for is a cup of Kool-Aid, right? We hadn't seen the Kool-Aid lady.
Haven't seen the Kool-Aid lady nor the Kool-Aid guys. Somebody hurry up.
And the pizza man left too, didn't he?
That's true. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's a Blue Devils fan. What do you think? Hey, Ann, what do you think about that?
Scout him out over there, huh?
That's right, but we're having a good time here tonight in Houston. Homecoming night 90.
and the weather couldn't be any better here tonight as far as football playing goes. We're going to go to Suzanne now and let her run down the sponsors again for tonight's game.
Thanks, Bill. We have sponsors from Houston, Water Valley, and Bruce, and even Oxford, Mississippi, all the way in Oxford supporting this game. We have Moore's Enterprises, Houston Building Supply in Houston, Weeks Supermarket, Colbert's Auto World, Patrick Mobile Homes.
And thanks again, Suzanne, for the sponsors. There's a flag on that play as the pass was complete to number 26 for the Hilltoppers, Rodney Evans. And it's going to be an illegal procedure walk-off against Houston as they'll draw the flag. And once again, Michael, they're getting down deep into Blue Devil territory, and penalties begin to come into effect.
You know, I think what Houston is looking at is the field goal down there, the goal post, and they're saying touchdown, and they're forgetting that they have to wait until they get down there to get the touchdown. So they're just playing head-up football right now. But they're getting ready to regroup, and on this play, I just feel that we're going to get a breakage right here. I think the Hilltoppers just going to run over them. Let's watch and see, folks. What do you think?
No time better than the present as number one, the quarterback, now back to pass. And it'll be intercepted by the Blue Devils. Number 3 for Water Valley, Lanier Persons, and I didn't see who was in on the stop for the Hilltoppers. Persons, were just informed, ran one back last week for a touchdown, and that was Lanier Persons, and that'll end another opportunity for the Hilltoppers, Michael.
Well, you know, I'm still pulling for the Hilltoppers, and I think that they are a second-half team. This is what I'm thinking. The Hilltoppers are a second-half team. Up to this point, I would have to just go ahead and say that the Blue Devils have dominated the first half, and the defense has done an excellent job. They're playing a hurry-up offense right now.
Okay, and then with the hurry-up offense, we have a flag. Number 13, the quarterback, back to pass. It'll be picked off by number 26 for the Hilltoppers. Rodney Evans, and flag on the play, so we'll wait and see the outcome.
Number 10 was in on the stop, Jeff Bynum, for the Blue Devils of Water Valley, but number 26 intercepted for the Houston Hilltoppers, and time has expired here, folks. Houston Hilltoppers with the score, Water Valley 8, Houston 0, and now let's get ready for the halftime.
And Michael, as you say, Houston hoping is a second half team. What if, the only thing scares me, what if the Blue Devils are a second half team?
Well, if the Blue Devils are a second-half team, Houston is going to have to be I don't know. They're just going to have to hope that they meet later on in the season and that they can repay them. But I don't know. I'm just thinking that Houston is going to come out and regroup in the second half, and they're going to look over some of the mistakes while they're in the dugout and just see exactly what happened. I'm quite sure the coach has everything under control, and Houston is a little nervous because this is homecoming, but I'm still pulling for the Hilltoppers.
That's exactly right, and a great crowd on hand here tonight to see these two fine ball clubs, and we're just glad to be a part of these activities here tonight, as it is a beautiful night here in Houston, Mississippi. And welcome back to your local sports connection, W07BN, also Channel 5, Future Vision in Houston, Channel 2, Future Vision in Water Valley. And speaking of those two locations, that's who we have here tonight, teamed up against each other. The Blue Devils of Water Valley taking on the Hilltoppers of Houston, and we have an 8-0 score, Water Valley on top. And here come the Hilltoppers back on the field here tonight, led by their cheerleaders and mascot. And back out for second half action here tonight as we have a beautiful night. Hilltoppers had a couple of chances, got down deep, and one time had a turnover. Second time was stopped by the Blue Devils on a 4th and 1, and Water Valley with a long pass reception got down and got the 6 points. And then they went in for the 2-point conversion as the quarterback kept the ball on a sneak. And that leaves our score at 8-0, and some good drives out of both offenses here tonight. Also, we see some good defensive action taking place. Both defenses needing to tighten it up just a little on each side of the ball, but overall, we're seeing two good ball teams fight it out here tonight in Houston. And now the captains will come out in midfield and meet each other, and it's good to have Michael Brand on the mic with me tonight. Michael?
Yeah, I was just looking at Lanier Pearson for Water Valley. He played a tremendous first half, along with D.E. Harvey, who's a quarterback for Water Valley, and those are a couple of guys that I'm going to watch real close in the second half, because if Houston's defense allow those guys to become explosive here in the second quarter, we could have trouble on our hands for the Hilltoppers. But I'm just believing that the Hilltoppers defense will pull themselves together here in the second quarter. I know that the coach went in and did an excellent job of banging it through their heads that they were down 8-0, and now those Hilltoppers coming out fired up in the second half. So we're going to have a good ball game here. But like I said, those couple of guys that I mentioned for Water Valley on the offensive side, D.E. Harvey, the quarterback, along with well, there are so many good players. I mentioned number 83, Chris Turner, who's played an excellent first half for Water Valley. He's doing a good job. So let's just believe that the second half kickoff will go in the Hilltoppers' favor, and we're just about set here for second half of football, and I think that it's going to be a good second half, and I just hope that the Hilltoppers can come back. What do you think, Bill?
I believe they can. We're seeing a good battle by two quality teams here. The Blue Devils, of course, 4-0. On the overall record, Hilltoppers 3-1 with one loss there, going to Okolona. Lost to Okolona, which is the big rivalry, the first game they had. Only lost 9-7, I think. Only 2-point loss, so that was a tough loss. Otherwise, we could see two 4-0 teams here tonight. And Houston now will kick the ball off. Blue Devils will receive. And is picked up by number 1 for the Blue Devils, I believe. Now it's number 9 for the Blue Devils, Derek Gooch, picking the ball up. And Derek Gooch, the center for the Blue Devils, 140-pound junior. And it'll be on the 40-yard line of the Blue Devils in their own territory. 1st and 10 now, just underway in the second half with 11:45 to go in the third period of play here tonight. In Houston, 8-0, Blue Devils favor, as number 13 comes back in as quarterback for the Blue Devils, Hervey. Hervey will hand it off, and he'll go up the left side, and I didn't quite catch the runner on the play for the Blue Devils. Tracy Cousins on the stop there for the Hilltoppers, number 42, and I didn't quite see who the running back was. And once again, Water Valley beginning to put together a pretty good drive here, starting off this second half of play here tonight, as this is their first possession. As number 13 now will come up as quarterback, Hervey. And he looks over his offensive line, looking into the eyes of the defense of the Hilltoppers. Number 77 for the Hilltoppers, Dexter Montgomery, in on the stop there as it was handed off. 300 pounds for Montgomery, 6 feet tall, and he's only a junior. He'll be back.
He'll be back next year, and he's going to bring a whole lot with him and more.
He's one of the biggest guys we've seen so far out here tonight.
We have the small refrigerator right here in Houston tonight, folks. 300 pounds, William Montgomery, and he's only a junior. He'll be back next year, and that guy, he's somebody to watch in the near future.
Put him up against Mix.
Yeah.
All righty, now we have Water Valley as the quarterback hands off to number 3 for the Blue Devils, Lanier Pearson, and we've seen quite a bit of action out of Pearson here tonight as he'll go up the left side for a pretty good game for the Blue Devils, and Blue Devils now with another good drive.
Yeah, the Blue Devils are coming out just like they went into the locker room prior to the open of the second half. They're running the ball straight up the middle, have a good ground game as well as a good air game, and I believe that the Blue Devils are ready to play some ball. Number 76, who is a big guy, Tree Hidden, for the Blue Devils, who is at center. Here we go. Number 13, holding the ball. Oh, he's sacked by number 77 of the Houston Hilltoppers, who is Dexter Montgomery, that big guy that we were telling you all about, folks. 300 pounds, 6 feet tall, and he's only a junior. In on the stop, and I think the quarterback is hurt. I believe the quarterback is hurt. Well, no, he's getting up. Okay. Whoa, 300 pounds, Dexter Montgomery in on the stop. Whoa, I had to hold my breath there for a moment. The ball at the 36-yard line. First and 10, Water Valley, just inside the 37-yard line. Water Valley with the ball.
And again, it was Houston fans were hoping for a turnover, but Water Valley obviously recovered the ball now as they'll go with a first down. The scoreboard says first down and 10. And the handoff to number 9, I believe, for the Blue Devils. He's straight up the middle of the field there. That's Derek Gooch, number 9.
26, Rodney Evans. Number 26 for the Hilltoppers. Rodney Evans was in on the stop.
Evans on the stop for the Topper. Ball spotted just inside the
Ball inside the 25-yard line.
Timeout on the field.
Deep
Timeout.
into the Hilltoppers territory. Timeout has been called on the field. With the score here at Houston, 8-0, and we're having a good time here tonight. Even though the Hilltoppers are down by 8 points, 1st and 10, third quarter, and there's been a timeout called on the field.
Okay, let's talk a minute here, Michael, about the SEC action coming up during the timeout here. Of course, I don't know if I told you, I'm a Mississippi State alum. I went to state. So my Bulldogs play the Florida Gators tomorrow. Florida's a national ranked team. Of course, State come off a victory over Southern last weekend, 13-10, just barely there. Who do you like?
I'm going to have to go with Florida.
I knew you would.
I have to go with Florida because I looked at the opening game for the Bulldogs this year, and woo!
There wasn't a lot to it, was it?
I think it was Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. And they made them go home and do their homework again, but Bulldogs might pull it out. But I've been a Florida fan for some time now, and I have to go with Florida. But you know what? Miami. They had a chance to join the SEC, and
they didn't want to fight Auburn, Tennessee every year.
That's right. Here we go, folks.
Okay, now the quarterback now for number 13 for the Blue Devils, Hervey. And Hervey's going to pass. Pass complete to number 83, Chris Turner. But a great tackle by the Houston Hilltoppers. I believe number 20 in on the play for the tackle. Greg Brownlee. I think it'll be a pickup of about 5 yards. It'll be a second down. Second down and 6 yards to go, as it was a pickup of 4 yards on the play. And 8:35 left to go in the third period of play here in Houston, as the Blue Devils lead at 8-0, and they another threat here by the Water Valley Blue Devils, as number 13 Hervey brings his team up.
I think Houston is getting a little excited here in the second half, and they're kind of like moving too quick, should I say. Yeah, that was an offside call. Flags just went everywhere, and the ball is going to be moved back deep and deeper into the Houston territory. Water Valley is just smiling, and number 3 for Water Valley, who is Lanier Pearson, goes out of the game. Water Valley. Ball is outside the Houston 15-yard line, and Water Valley is moving the ball slowly but surely up the field.
Oh, and I believe we have another offsides, Michael. Dexter Montgomery, I believe. And they're just getting a little over anxious here, and it's tough on the defense to get that far backed up into your own end zone, especially against an offense such as Water Valley.
Yeah, Water Valley has a very explosive offense, and with Houston making these careless mistakes, it's going to make it very simple for them to score. As we noticed last time when Water Valley scored, they was deep in Houston Hilltoppers territory, just as they are now, and it was easy for them to go in on the weak side. Let's look and see if they're going to do the same thing this time.
1st and 10, just outside the Houston 10-yard line is the Blue Devils now. Threat to score here again is number 13, Hervey. Looks over through the defense. And the handoff went to number 3, and that was a good fake by Hervey. Went on to number 3 to run the ball, I believe. Was it? Yep, Person, number 3, running back. And didn't quite catch the name for the Hilltoppers on the stop. And the ball will be on about the 4-yard line now for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils now with a great opportunity to add to that lead.
D.A. Harvey just came into the game for Water Valley. As I indicated, that they are going the same way they went the last time when Water Valley scored. They're coming to the weak side. Number 83 for Water Valley, who is Chris Turner, is good and excellent with carrying the ball. Let's see what Water Valley is going to do this time. Number 3 has the ball, and he's stopped by number 30 for the Houston Hilltoppers, who is Charlie Harris at the 1-yard line. Stevie Wallace and Charlie Harris both in on the tackle for the Houston Hilltoppers. Coming in for Water Valley, we have number 32 is coming in at this time, Michael Jefferson, and going out for Water Valley at this time is number 9, who is Derek Gooch. And they're deep and deeper inside of the Houston Hilltoppers territory. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the Blue Devils are getting ready to score.
That's right, ball on the 1-yard line, and we'll see what Hervey does now. He'll hand it off to his man, number 3, and he'll go in for the touchdown. That's Persons in now for the 6 points. 6:39 remaining in the third quarter of play. And we have a 14-0 game here with Water Valley on top.
With the Houston Hilltoppers defense being over anxious and jumping offside, those penalties is really hurting the Hilltoppers. As you can see here that Water Valley has just taken control of this game here early in the second. It's really hurting the Hilltoppers right now. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that the Hilltoppers can pull themselves together and get back in this game, folks.
That's exactly right, Michael. We got to keep our heads up, right?
Right. The water's getting very high, but
once again, now the Blue Devils will go for the 2-point conversion here. Try to make it 16-0 game. And he'll pass, and the pass intended for number 10, Bynum. There's a flag on the play, though. Jeff Bynum, the man that was intended for, and flag on the play, so we'll see who the flag will go against this time.
Yeah, number 10, Jeff Bynum, who's a flanker back for the Water Valley Blue Devils. Offensive pass interference. Extra point attempt is no good, and the score is 14-0. Late, should I say early, still early in the second quarter, and I'm giving the Houston Hilltoppers all the opportunities that I can, and I'm just believing that they're going to come back and pull this thing out tonight. They're down by 14 points, but I've seen teams down 14, 20 points. Home field advantage is one advantage that the Hilltoppers have tonight, and I believe that the crowd is still in with them and still behind them, and they seem to be holding their heads up tonight, and I'm definitely holding mine up, and I believe Bill, along with everyone here with me tonight, is pulling for the Hilltoppers here in Houston, Mississippi. Homecoming, beautiful weather, beautiful atmosphere on a pleasant night, and we're just enjoying this football game and getting ready for the kickoff. Water Valley, number 86 will be kicking the ball off, and number 86 is Keith Woodard. Let's see what Houston is going to do. And the kickoff is good. And number 20 has the ball for Houston, Greg Brownlee, and he brings the ball back out to about the 33-yard line.
And a great return there by Brownlee. Ball out to the 34-yard line with Houston now with good field position as they're up pretty far in their own territory. And we need to see a good drive here by the Hilltoppers if they'll just take their time, try not to get over anxious, and penetrate that Water Valley, that big Water Valley defense, I might add. And Houston now really needs to get a score on the board and get back in the ball game, and I believe they can right here with this drive. And that'll be the quarterback, number 1, as he'll hand it off. And there'll be not much daylight there for the for number 11 there for the Hilltoppers, Stevie Wallace, and we've seen some action from Stevie Wallace tonight. So what do you think? 2nd down 7, Michael, would you pass? Would you run?
You know, in a situation like this, I think I would pass the ball. Water Valley has shut down the ground game for the Houston Hilltoppers, and it's time for them to put the ball in the air. It's kind of like a do-or-die situation right now, and if I was them, I would do right now what I have to do in order to get back into this game. I put the ball in the air. Houston has a few world-class receivers that they have not even tested tonight. I got a chance to watch them practice earlier in the week, and it's time for those guys to put the ball in the air. The quarterback, who has a tremendous arm, and the receivers have excellent speed. I think that they can get outside of the cornerbacks for Water Valley and pull themselves back into this game, Bill.
That's exactly right, Michael, and we'll wait and see now what they select to do. Okay, and now they'll put the ball back into play as the Hilltopper offense will come forward. And we'll see what the Water Valley defense will do here now with a 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Three-man back, and a great defensive play by number 83.
Chris Turner. Chris Turner is a guy to watch in the future, you guys. Number 83, he's a big guy. Number 83, he's 218 pounds, tight end and defensive end, and he's a senior. I know someone's going to be looking at that guy. I'm quite sure the scouts are here tonight. He's been doing an excellent job all night long against the rush or the ground game of the Houston Hilltoppers.
He really has. They've just shut the ground game down for Houston here in the third period of play, and we'll see what the Hilltoppers elect to do this time. And it'll be a quarterback keeper by number 1, and number 1 will go down hard.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
That's going to be unnecessary roughness against the Blue Devils.
Unnecessary roughness. I've seen it. He knocked the quarterback out of bounds, and they continue to bring it in, and they're trying to hurt Houston's quarterback here. Now, a play like this has been known to excite a team and to get their adrenaline flowing. The crowd is behind Houston, and after something like this has happened to the quarterback, it's time for Houston to get back into the game and let them know that you can't come to Houston and get away with this.
That's right. I believe that'll be about a 15-yard penalty against the Blue Devils, roughing the quarterback. That is a no-no in football.
And believe you me, Houston could use all 15 yards, too.
They really could here tonight and try to get a score and get back into this game.
This call. Here we go.
Okay, now and a first down and 10 for the Hilltoppers now in Blue Devil territory. Off was given. Number 42 to the fullback, Tracy Cousins.
Number 54, number 54, Brian Mix, a young man that we've been talking about all night long, was just in on the stop, and he was standing there like a brick wall, and Houston just ran into him and couldn't go anywhere.
That's exactly right. And now we'll see what the Hilltoppers do with a second down and 8, with the fans really behind them here as they're in Blue Devil territory, third period of play. And the option pass back to number 20. That's number 20, Greg Brownlee for the Hilltoppers, and a great effort by Greg Brownlee.
That's right. You know, I think that unnecessary roughness call has fired the Houston Hilltoppers up a little bit tonight. They're bringing the ball to the weak side, and we see that Water Valley does have a weak side, and the Hilltoppers are taking advantage of that. If they can just keep the ball on the ground right now, they see where the opening is. All they have to do is keep the ball on the ground, and they can move the ball up the field, get it inside, and maybe they can just pass.
They've got to find those ways to penetrate that Water Valley defense, which they haven't been able to do here tonight. Number 1, the quarterback on the keeper, and that'll be Barry Hall.
In on the stop was number 9 for Water Valley, Derek Gooch, who has been playing some excellent ball tonight. And the Hilltoppers are moving deep into the Water Valley Blue Devils territory. And I just hope that the Houston Hilltoppers are fired up here tonight and that they're trying to make a comeback.
I see a lot of fired up Blue Devil fans on the other side of the field tonight, and a great show by the Water Valley Blue Devils over there tonight. Second down, 7 to go, and the crowd really into it here tonight. They're wanting a first down. Of course, handoff given. Looked like maybe a yard for the Hilltoppers. There'll be a flag on that play.
William Campbell, number 78, was in on the stop. Houston Hilltoppers are trying to take the ball straight up the middle. As you noticed earlier that they had found the weak side. I don't know why they're taking the ball up the middle when all they have to do is continue to penetrate the weak side of the Water Valley Blue Devils, and I'm quite sure, well, we have a penalty on the play. They're moving the ball back to the 32-yard line of the Blue Devils of Water Valley. Number 81 for the Houston Hilltoppers just checked into the game, and number 80 is going out.
Penalty will go against the Hilltoppers there, Michael. I believe it's a 5-yard penalty, bring up a second down and 12 with 3:52 remaining in the third period of play. And let's see if they can pick up enough for the first down here. Number 1, the quarterback will go down hard, and that tackle made. Number 56 for the Water Valley Blue Devils, Greg Bailey, and just an excellent play by the Blue Devils.
6'2", 225 pounds, and he's only a junior. That man really got in there and shut down the running game. He sacked the quarterback, number 1 for the Houston Hilltoppers. Ladies and gentlemen, even though the Hilltoppers are down tonight, we're having an excellent game here in Houston. I'm really excited, sitting on the edge of my seat. Fans are standing up. I'm looking at the Houston mascot down there. He's about to pull his hat off, ladies and gentlemen. We're just having a good game here tonight.
A little of the frustration brought out. Suzanne said there was a little pushing on the field a few minutes after that last play.
Uh-oh, pushing on the field. All right. Sometimes that can work for your advantage and sometimes to your disadvantage. Let's see what it does for the Houston Hilltoppers here tonight.
We have a 3rd down and 12 with 3:41 remaining in the 3rd period of play. Hilltoppers down 14-0 as Houston has crossed the end zone twice here tonight and also picked up a 2-point conversion. The second attempt at the 2-point conversion did fail for the Blue Devils, and leaves it 14-0, and Houston desperately needing to get in over the end zone right now on this particular drive. Number 1, the quarterback for the Hilltoppers, Barry Hall, brings his team up. It's a 3rd down, 15 yards. Let's see if they can pick up the 1st down. And the pass was just overshot as number 80, Tim McIntosh, if I can get the last name out. Tim McIntosh just missed the reception there. It was just overthrown just a little, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, 15, Michael.
Yeah, you know, I see the Houston Hilltoppers now are beginning to put the ball in the air. It might be a little too late, but if they can get outside of the cornerbacks for the Water Valley Blue Devils and get the ball in the air to those fast receivers. As I indicated, Houston has some world-class speed back there. They're going to kick the ball up. They fumble the ball. He got it, number 21, and he's down by number 54 of Water Valley, who is Brian Mix. That young man is mixing it up again, and down at the 45-yard line of the Water Valley 44.
It's a dead ball foul, so there is a flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct will be the reason for the flag, and we'll wait and see who it is against here. As the snap was short and Houston couldn't get the punt off, thus giving Water Valley a lot better field position otherwise than they probably would have had.
And every time they give Water Valley good field position, Water Valley takes advantage of it, keeps the ball on the ground, penetrates the weak side, and goes in for the score. Let's see what they're going to do this game, Bill.
Unsportsmanlike conduct will go against the Blue Devils of Water Valley. So that will work in the favor of the Houston Hilltoppers. And they'll march the ball back. The dead ball foul will bring up a 1st and 25 for the Water Valley Blue Devils, who lead the game 14-0. Blue Devils ball just inside the Blue Devils 30-yard line with a 1st and 25. And we need to see the Hilltopper defense here strengthen up if they want to try to even think of staying in the game as we get close to the 4th period of play.
That's right. Look like we're having a tug of war out there on the field.
Okay, now as the Blue Devils come up and their quarterback, number 13, D. Hervey. Hervey back now to pass. Hervey running to the left side. Hervey's going to keep the ball. He's going to keep running. He's on his feet, and he's out at about the 35-yard line.
Number 42. Tracy Cousin, number 42, was in on the stop for the Houston Hilltoppers. Water Valley is bringing the ball back up the field, and their quarterback for the Water Valley Blue Devils, Hervey, D.A. Hervey. This young man is playing some excellent ball tonight here, folks. And I believe that Water Valley is on the run again. Houston Hilltoppers have to, I guess you could say, come together and play as a team now. It seems as though they're playing man-to-man and man by himself. But Houston Hilltoppers need to pull themselves together to shut down this offense and the running game of the Blue Devils. Here we go.
2nd down, 19 now for the Blue Devils. Hervey overlooks this offensive line. 2-man back set. And let's see what Hervey does is he'll give to the big guy, look like number 22, Kenan Jenkins, but I'm not sure on that. Was the number 32 there running the ball, Michael Jefferson once again, and we've announced his name a few times tonight.
197 pounds, running back. He's a senior. It's a guy to watch also. Water Valley is playing some good ball here tonight, and the Houston Hilltoppers have to pull themselves together in order to shut down the running game. As we noticed, the ball has not been thrown much tonight by either team. We're lining up again tonight. He's looking over his team, and let's see exactly what Water Valley is about to do. They're such an explosive team. And he's getting ready to pass. Number 80. Oh, and he was tripped up. A flag against number 11, tripped him. Incomplete.
believe that's going to go against number 11 of the Hilltoppers for pass interference. Don't you believe, Mike?
Yes. Stevie Wallace, I think he did intentionally trip him up. If not, I believe number 83, who has world-class speed for the Blue Devils, Chris Turner, would have been gone for 7.
That's right, and I tell you what, Hervey has some type of arm on him there for the Water Valley Blue Devils. I mean, that was a bullet thrown type pass.
Yeah, he has an excellent arm, and he's excellent at looking over the field and watching each of his players. That's good. He can read each player, and they can read and communicate with him good. And being a young quarterback, that's very important. Being in such a tensified game as they're in tonight, those things are very important. And he's taking control of the game, and he's moving his team up the field, which is something that you have to do in order to win a game like this.
And the Blue Devils now on the 40-yard line, crossed over into Hilltopper territory. Handoff goes again to number 32, and he's a package for the Blue Devils. Michael Jefferson, and Jefferson just didn't want to go down, and took 3 or 4 hits on Jefferson just to get him to go down. And Michael Jefferson, a big package there for the Blue Devils at 197 pounds, and he's a senior.
Right. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a senior, and he's a guy to watch. Water Valley is taking advantage of the Houston Hilltoppers right now. They're just picking them apart, finding all their weak areas, and they're really concentrating on them, and they're moving the ball up the field 5 yards per carry. I haven't seen anything less than 5 yards, and they're really moving the Houston Hilltoppers deep in their own territory. Okay.
Second down now, and a long 2, as the handoff again goes to number 32. Yeah, Michael Jefferson just inside the 30-yard line of the Hilltoppers. And Jefferson there with a lot of extra second effort there and doing a great job. And I'm like you, Michael, Water Valley's just finding the weaknesses, and they're just taking them apart here, and all you see is 4- and 5-yard plays.
Right, yeah, he reminded me of Walter Payton that time. It just took the whole team to carry him down, and he still got 3 yards while he was falling. So
we got a young Payton here, folks.
That's right, yeah, in the makings here tonight in Houston.
Okay, now the Blue Devils will come up and face the Hilltopper defense now as number 13, Hervey. And we'll see what Hervey does. Fake the handoff. Hervey back to pass, and he'll have to hurry as he's chased by number 42 for the Hilltoppers. And Hervey out of bounds. Number 20 came in for the tackle, Greg Brownlee. And there will be a flag now on the play. We'll wait and see who the call will go against here tonight. Blue Devils lead the Hilltoppers 14-0. 28 seconds to go in the third period of play. And now they're saying, I believe, Michael, no flag on the play.
Yeah. 25-yard line is where the ball will be placed. 2nd and 7, deep in the Houston Hilltoppers territory. You know, Water Valley always gets the Hilltoppers right down here near the 25, 30-yard line, and they just begin to pick their defense apart. Most of the plays that I've noticed earlier, here we go. Weak side play. Number 3 of the Water Valley Blue Devils is Lanier Pearson, and that world-class speed, and he's just taking the ball down the field and just picking the Hilltoppers defense apart. Late here in the third quarter with 14 seconds to go, and we're counting down. The score is 14, Water Valley, Houston 0. Here in Houston, Mississippi tonight, folks. I don't know, but I've been pulling for the Houston Hilltoppers, and I just believe that they can still come back and pull this thing out. They're deep in their own territory, and Water Valley is just pushing them backwards up the field, picking the defense of the Houston Hilltoppers apart. And number 13, the quarterback for Water Valley, doing an excellent job.
And number 13, the quarterback for Water Valley, doing an excellent job tonight with the fakes. And just a great job with the fakes on the football there. And that'll end the third period of play as Water Valley 14 leads Houston 0. 14-0. Water Valley on top. And we'll start the fourth period of play here momentarily. In the meantime, we're going to let Suzanne read over our 5 sponsors for tonight's Houston Water Valley ball game.
Thanks, Bill. We have Moore's Enterprises in Houston, your Radio Shack dealer. Houston Building Supply for all of your building supply needs. Weeks Supermarket located in Houston and Vardaman. Halbert's Auto World in Houston. Patrick Mobile Homes. Hunter's Hollow in Oxford. Bob's Pawn Shop right here in Houston. Select that special gift for that special someone at Cole's Jewelry located on the square in Bruce. Horan and Horan Attorneys at Law, along with Bondafoam Incorporated, right in Water Valley. Bill?
Be sure and go by and tell the sponsors how much you really enjoy the game, whether you're watching on Channel 5 in Houston, Channel 2 in Water Valley, of course, both of those cables on Future Vision, or TV7 W07BN in Bruce, Mississippi, serving Calhoun County. And we do have an injury on the field now, and on the sidelines, rather, and it's a Hilltopper, and we're trying to get the number from the injured player, but obviously he's been down. Let's just hope it's nothing serious, and just hope he overcomes it here real soon. We hate to see injuries, of course, by either side of the team, so let's hope nothing serious becomes of it. And now we'll go back to the other end of the fields, number 13 for Water Valley, the quarterback, Hervey, and he'll give the handoff to the big guy, number 32. Number 32 will go up the middle of the field, Michael Jefferson, and Jefferson just seems to be getting all the calls here lately.
Yeah, Jefferson is getting all the calls, and he's really answering them too. And the guy's doing a tremendous job at just taking the ball up the field and taking it head on to the Houston Hilltoppers. And every time he gets the ball, he's just moving them deep into their own territory. And the guy has up his confidence, and when a guy has his confidence up, can't nobody stop him. And he's really proven that tonight.
Okay, now number 13 back as quarterback, Hervey, D. Hervey, and he'll put number 42. Will go in motion for the Blue Devils. Hervey will give the ball to the big guy, number 32. Number 32 will go in for the score, and I believe that is Michael Jefferson. And fantastic play there by Michael Jefferson as he'll go in, and I guess it will be a score from the reaction of from the referee. He indicated a touchdown. And we will have a flag on the play. I thought the crowd didn't look like they were acting like it was a score. There will be a flag on the play.
I don't know. They should start calling this Jefferson and Company, because he's definitely taking control of the business tonight, and he's really penetrating the weak side of the Houston Hilltoppers, and he's taking the ball right at them. Water Valley as a whole tonight is doing an excellent job. Houston Hilltoppers defense just cannot stand up against that powerful offense of the Water Valley Blue Devils here in Houston tonight. I don't know. What do you think, Bill? Maybe they're just having an off night tonight.
Well, I tell you what, that penalty went against the Blue Devils, illegal motion, so that was a big break for the Hilltoppers. And now they do have a chance to keep the Blue Devils from going across that end zone, that score line.
Yeah, this is true. Now, if the Hilltoppers can just pull themselves together here and cause a fumble. They need a fumble right here.
They certainly do. Let's see what they can do here now as number 13, Hervey, puts his team into motion. He'll give to, I believe, number 31 there for the Blue Devils, and number 31, Perry Rocket, but the Hilltoppers weren't fooled that time.
That's right, yeah. Perry Rocket was met like a missile there with the Houston defense. They shut him down, and this is what the Houston Hilltoppers has got to do. They continue to shut down that running and explosive offense of the Blue Devils, and they continue to do that here in the third quarter. Are we in the fourth quarter here? If the if the Houston Hilltoppers can continue to shut down the running game and get back into this game, maybe something can just happen later on in the game.
Okay, and now we'll come up with a second down 7. I believe there was about a 5-yard gain on the last play. Number 13, Hervey, overlooks this offensive unit. And number 13, Hervey, rolls to the right. He's rolling now. Number 13, Hervey's going to pass, and he's going to overshoot. Number 83, I believe was his intended man, his tight end, Chris Turner. And Chris Turner couldn't get his hands on the ball that time. And I believe number 11, Stevie Wallace, was coverage that time for the Hilltoppers. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Water Valley Blue Devils. So important here for the Hilltoppers to try to keep to preventing the touchdown.
I'm still trying to figure out who the injured player is here on the sideline. It's number, really can't get his number at this time, but we do have an injured player for the Houston Hilltoppers. Okay, Water Valley is lining up again, and quarterback is looking over team, and in motion is number 10. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's sacked. Number 71 of the Houston Hilltoppers is in there and stops him. Clay Darley stops number 13 dead cold in his tracks, and that should inspire the Houston Hilltoppers that they can still get in here and turn this game around.
That's right, and they did hold they kept the touchdown from going in, and so a big break there for the Hilltopper defense. They did an excellent job there in sacking number 13, Hervey, the quarterback. I believe the injured man, Michael, is number 53 for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah. Number 53, Chad Carson, tight defensive tackle. Number 53 of the Houston Hilltoppers is the injured man. I don't know. We haven't got any type of response as to what the problem is, but it appears that he's not seriously hurt. Maybe just shaken up on a play. He should be back.
We hope that's all it is anyway. Number 13, Hervey now, faked the pass, and he's out. Pass intended for pass caught by number 10. It looked like number 10 had the ball, but it was coughed up, right, Michael?
Yeah, number 10 had an open hand touchdown, and it was a flag on the play. I think in on it was number 26 of the Houston Hilltoppers. Offensive pass interference against the Blue Devils. I don't know, folks. All kind of things are happening here tonight.
It really is, boy. This is really some game here. Both teams wanting to win so bad, and we're hearing a lot out of the Hilltopper fans here tonight.
That's right. Water Valley is booing them, and Houston is booing them too. All right, let's see what's about to happen here. Houston needs 2 quick touchdowns and a quick fumble and get the ball back and another touchdown.
All in 9 minutes and 7 seconds. And now we'll see the Blue Devils, I think, with a 4th and 9 situation.
You know, I remember once when the Chicago Bears were down by 21 points, and out of nowhere, Jim McMahon came in and threw 3 quick touchdowns to his receiver, Willie Gault at the time, and Chicago Bears just came back and ran over Green Bay that night. I just wish they could come up with a Jim McMahon tonight.
We got to find our Jim McMahon out here for the Hilltoppers. It'll be a 4th down and 24 situation, I believe, for the Water Valley Blue Devils. Ole Miss Rebels this week, Michael, take on Tulane in Oxford, Mississippi. Ole Miss, the second win last year. They beat Tulane, I believe, 32-28. What do you think?
I'm going with Ole Miss. I believe the Rebels can pull it out again, and they really didn't like the way they won last year, so their adrenaline is going to be pumping, and they're going to just take it to them from the sound of the kickoff all the way through.
It'll be a packed house at Oxford, no doubt.
That's right. And if I had an opportunity, I'd be there with them.
That's exactly right. All right, now we're back to action here. And the Houston Hilltoppers will take over the ball. 1st and 10, number 1 in for quarterback, Barry Hall. And they'll send a man up the middle, and once again, the Blue Devils just seem to shut the middle out for the Hilltoppers.
You know, they should call the Blue Devils defense Doomsday. They remind me of the old Dallas Cowboys. Nobody came up the middle, and these young men are telling Houston tonight, nobody comes up the middle. Number 83 and number 54 are just shedding it down like curtains tonight, and the small offense for the Chicago Bears, for the Houston Hilltoppers have got to find another way to put some scores on the board tonight.
Okay, number 1, Barry Hall, now back in with his team. And we'll see, up to the line here. And he'll fake the handoff and keeper. He'll be on a keeper. And he'll get up to about the 30-yard line in their own territory. Number 54, I believe, for the Blue Devils, Bryant Mix. And Bryant Mix back in as inside linebacker. And Bryant Mix doing some kind of job here tonight.
If it was up to me, he would be most valuable player right now because he's really been mixing it up tonight. Yeah, I guess you really see why Water Valley is 4-0.
You're seeing it here tonight because they're playing a tough Houston team. You got to remember that's 3-1, and Houston has won some big games. And now we see Houston on a 3rd and 4 situation here tonight. As the quarterback will pass, number 78 got his hands on the ball for the Blue Devils, William Campbell. So that'll be incomplete. And William Campbell weighing in there at 254 pounds, another big guy for the defense of Water Valley. That'll bring up a 4th and 4 for the Hilltoppers here. Now, we'll see if the Toppers, of course, I think they would just about have to go for it, don't you, Michael?
Yeah, you know, the temperature is beginning to drop out here, but the adrenaline of the fans and the players are rising high tonight. So, I don't know, the Houston Hilltoppers, we're still behind you, but it seems as though those Blue Devils are just pulling it out here tonight in Houston, Mississippi. Homecoming night on a pleasant afternoon. As I indicated earlier, we have one injured player. With the timeout on the field, we have one injured player who is number 53 of the Houston Hilltoppers, who is Chad Carson. I don't think it's anything serious. Probably just shaking up on the play, as we indicated earlier. But I'm really enjoying myself here tonight. Timeout has been called on the field with the score, Water Valley 14, the Houston Hilltoppers 0. And we have 7 minutes and 22 seconds left late in the fourth quarter. I don't know, but they're going to have to pull a couple of cats out of the hat here in order to pull this one out tonight. The defense of Water Valley has been excellent, and the offense has been tremendous. You've seen world-class speed. You've seen great arms. You've seen doomsday defenses. Now let's see what the Houston Hilltoppers are about to do.
That's what it takes to be a 4-0 team.
That's right.
And now we'll see the Hilltoppers in punt formation. And back to punt, number 21 for the Hilltoppers, and he'll get off a great punt, and it'll take a great Houston bounce as the Hilltoppers will back Water Valley up onto about the 25-yard line. Blue Devils will have to start at their own. And Michael, talking about the SEC, I believe the nation's attention tomorrow will be in Auburn, Alabama, as the undefeated Auburn Tigers take on the undefeated Tennessee Volunteers. Your comments?
I know they wish they had Bo, because Bo know football.
I believe they're going to have.
Say it's War Eagle.
We got our cameraman Russ hollering War Eagle. He's an old Auburn man. And so that's going to be an exciting game tomorrow. Both of those teams just tremendously powerful, and they have been for years, and just talent just everywhere on Tennessee and Auburn. So that's a game I can't predict.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Houston deep, Water Valley deep in their own territory at about the 25-yard line. There's been a call on the play on the field. Movement on the line is what we have here tonight. Against Water Valley, the ball will go back to about the outside call against Water Valley. And they'll move the ball back to the 19-yard line. First and 15 is the call. Houston Hilltoppers have the Water Valley Blue Devils back in there deep in their own territories. And if the Houston Hilltoppers pull it together, they can keep Water Valley deep in their own territory. Here we go, lining up. Number 13, who has been doing such a tremendous job here tonight with the Blue Devils, D.E. Harvey. Let's see what the Blue Devils are going to do. Handing it off to number 3 of the Blue Devils. Number 3 is Lanier Pearson. He gets outside for about 5 yards.
27-yard line.
He's carrying the ball out to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 8. With 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Late in the fourth quarter. Houston Hilltoppers down by 14. The score is 14-0. Water Valley Blue Devils putting the pressure on, and they're lining up now. And let's see what's about to happen here. Handoff goes to number 3 once more, Lanier Pearson, who's carried the ball tonight. And it seems as though every time this young man gets the ball in his hand, he gets 5 yards on the carry, and he's just taking it right up the middle to the gut of the Houston Hilltoppers. And they're beginning to move the Hilltoppers down the field. We have an injured player on the field tonight for the Blue Devils. I can't get his number at the moment. If I'm not mistaken, it's number 11. Number 76, correction, number 76 was shaken up on the play. Trey Higman, he has a leg injury. They're carrying him off the field right now. And there's been a timeout called on the field while they take the injured man off the field. And I hope Houston is talking some things over and taking advantage of the timeout right now.
I tell you, the best thing the Hilltoppers could do right now, I believe, Michael, would be to try to get a turnover and try to hurriedly get in that end zone and then try to get the ball back with only 5:36 left to go. That's what they're going to have to do, and maybe have a chance to tie the game up at the most.
Yeah, they need to try a couple of onside kicks and see if they can get the ball back early and go in and score, or else just drive it straight to Water Valley. Seeing if they can maybe get them to cough up the ball. I don't know if the Houston Hilltoppers have lost their endurance right now, but there's still hope. 5 minutes and 36 seconds in this kind of game is a long time. I don't know if the Hilltoppers can pull it out tonight, though. I'm still confident, and I'm still behind them, even though some of the fans are leaving here tonight. Homecoming night here in Houston. the timeout on the field, and I hear some of the fans still saying, "Hilltoppers go, Hilltoppers go." Yes.
Well, I tell you what, with a 14-0 score, Water Valley, of course, 4-0. This has been a tough game with the Houston Hilltoppers. Houston's played Water Valley very well here tonight. Both teams just doing an excellent job on both sides of the ball. And anytime you have 5:36 left to go in a ball game and 14-0 is the score, you know both teams have done an excellent job here tonight. And again, we'd like to thank all the many fine sponsors for tonight's game. Be sure and go out and support them. Tell them how much you enjoy local football right here on TV7, Channel 5, and Channel 2. Water Valley now back up to the line. Number 13 remains as quarterback, Hervey. Hervey has two men behind, one man out right wide to the left.
There he goes.
And the give right up the middle by Water Valley.
Number 30.
I can't get the number, but he's gone. Number 31 for the Blue Devils.
Perry Rocket, number 31 for the Blue Devils of Water Valley, just took off like a rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, world-class speed. He took it right up the middle to the Houston Hilltoppers, and the defense was open up too wide. They could not get back in and penetrate, and he just took it straight up the middle, down for 6 points.
And again, Michael, they've been so successful, the Blue Devils tonight, carrying that ball right up the middle, and you saw right there as a wide open field, nobody even got near him, and that should about wrap up a 5-0 season so far for the Blue Devils here tonight. Any comments, Michael, on the Houston team?
Well, all I can say is that Houston needs to come to practice tomorrow. At least Water Valley will know that they played Houston tonight. I can say that.
That's exactly right. Now, Water Valley, all right, let's see here what they're going to do. They're going to go for the two-point conversion. And number 13, the quarterback, trying to get in for the 2 points. Flag on the play. It'll be holding against the Blue Devils. And so that'll bring the Blue Devils back, and the play will be no good. And we got to remember, Michael, the Blue Devils have blew out some teams this year. I mean, they've scored 50 and above points on one or two occasions. So we've seen a great Hilltopper team here tonight hold these Blue Devils to 20 points.
That's right. You know, even though they are down 20-0 at this particular point, as you indicated, the Blue Devils have blown a lot of teams out. This proves that the Houston Hilltoppers defense can stand up against the challenge. They've met the challenge, even though they're coming out unsuccessful tonight. As I indicated, the Blue Devils of Water Valley will know that they played a good Houston Hilltoppers team. This will take Houston Hilltoppers' record to 3-2, and Water Valley will move on up to 5-0 to meet another tough team. I'm not sure who they will be playing next week, but they will remember this Houston Hilltopper team.
That's exactly right, and they're going to go for the point after attempt here. And I believe it's good. No good. There's another flag on the play. Second consecutive flag. 2 plays there, if I can get my words out, Michael. Help me out here.
Yeah, he's disappointed too. The Hilltoppers have took his tongue away tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, but we're late in the fourth quarter, and the Hilltoppers are down, and the fans are leaving tonight. I really enjoyed myself. Blue Demons have played an excellent game tonight, both offense as well as defense. And I think they just outpowered Houston tonight, man for man. But I think that in the near future, the Houston Hilltoppers will come out with a good record this year, and just maybe they'll meet a little later on down the road, and Houston will be regrouped and will bring it to Water Valley.
I think so, and Houston, of course, they still have a chance for the playoffs too, if kind of regroup like you say and get back in there and play some tough football. Of course, we're seeing 2 fine number 1 teams here tonight, 2 quality teams, and good sportsmanship here tonight on the field. We've seen a couple of shoves, but all in all, it's been a pretty good game.
That's right. I have to take my hat off for number 1, who's the quarterback for the Houston Hilltoppers. Barry Hall has been more than aggressive tonight. He's really risked his neck going up against that strong and powerful defense of the Blue Devils. And he's done an excellent job, and we're going to encourage him to keep on. And they're trying for the extra kick, and this time it's good. Number 86 of the Water Valley Blue Devils, who is Keith Woodward. And the score is now 21-0.
That'll be a 21-0 score here as the Blue Devils just got a PAT, and it was good after a couple of penalties. It'll be a 21-0 game. And a quick mention of tonight's sponsors again by Suzanne. And again, please remember our sponsors. Tell them how much you really enjoy the local sports here tonight.
We have Moore's Enterprises right here in Houston, Houston Building Supply, Weeks Supermarket in Houston and Vardaman, Colbert's Auto World, Patrick Mobile Homes, Hunter's Hollow all the way in Oxford, Mississippi, Bob's Pawn Shop in Houston, Cole's Jewelry on the Square in Bruce, Horan and Horan Attorneys at Law in Water Valley, and also Bondafoam Incorporated, also in Water Valley. Back to you, Bill.
And thanks a lot, Suzanne, as we'll see the punt there, and it'll be brought down by number 21 for the Hilltoppers, and he tries to come across field, and nothing doing for number 21 for the Hilltoppers, Jonathan Childress. Tackle made by the Blue Devils. Ball on about the tackle made by Bryant Nix for the Blue Devils.
That guy has.
And Bryant Mix has just really been unbelievable here tonight for the Blue Devils. And a great Blue Devil crowd on hand over there on the opposite side of the field. And also the Houston crowd just been more than enthusiastic. Wouldn't even describe. I mean, they've just really been in behind their team. Both crowds have here tonight. And thus we've seen an excellent ball game by both teams. Now Houston with the ball, 1st and 10. And maybe they can get some points on the board with this drive. Number 1 will go out wide to the right. Number 1, the quarterback, pass intended for number 11 for the Hilltoppers. He's Stevie Wallace, and it'll be incomplete. And I believe it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 4:50 left to go in this ball game. And my counterpart here, Michael, has to stand up here a minute, right?
Yeah, I'm standing up to get a taller view on things. Number 11, Stevie Wallace, who has played an excellent job here tonight. Number 11 for the Houston Hilltoppers. Hats goes off to him tonight. He's played an excellent game. And now they're lining up, and we're going to see exactly what number 1, the quarterback, is going to do. Have 2 receivers in motion. And
I believe the handoff there, Michael, went to number 11, who is the halfback, Stevie Wallace. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound senior, Wallace is. And let's see, that'll bring up a 3rd down situation with about 9 yards to go, I believe it says on the clock. 4th period of play here, 4:25 left to go, and about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And I believe the Blue Devils, of course, will take this one here tonight, and they will go 5-0. Houston will drop to 3-2, but great ball by both teams here tonight. And Houston back now on a 3rd down situation. Quarterback being chased, and he'll keep the ball. The ball will be fumbled.
I think Houston recovered it.
Penalty flag is on the ground, and we'll see who the penalty goes against. Number 35, Donnie Pulliams, I believe, recovered the ball for Houston.
Yeah. You know, only if the Houston Hilltoppers could have really got involved with this thing early in the game, and now we have a stretcher down on the field. They're moving out our injured player, who is number 53 for the Houston Hilltoppers, Chad Carson. Evidently the injury was more severe than we had indicated earlier. Once again, Chad Carson for the Houston Hilltoppers, number 53, is being taken out of the stadium and is being put into an ambulance, and we don't know exactly where they're going to take him to right now, but he was injured. And returning to the field now. The ball has been kicked, and it's deep inside the 38-yard line, where the Blue Devils will be taking over.
And the ball will be blown dead at the Water Valley 38-yard line, 1st and 10. And we have 3:47 left to go in the ball game. 21-0. The Blue Devils lead the Houston Hilltoppers, and we've seen some exciting ball action here tonight. Our appreciation goes out to both teams, and our congratulations for a well-fought game here tonight. And the handoff will go right up the middle to number 3 for the Blue Devils, Lennar Person. I didn't see who quite made the tackle there for the Hilltoppers. It'll be a gain of 3 yards, bring up 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
You know, it seems like late in the fourth quarter, the Houston Hilltoppers are beginning to pull themselves together. I noticed the defense is coming together now. It's a little too late, but maybe they're fired up for the next game.
Getting ready for that next game there.
That's right. Water Valley's going to go 5-0 tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and they're lined up now. And let's see, the 13 hands the ball off to number 3, where he shut down at the line of scrimmage. In on the play was number 84 for the Houston Hilltoppers, who is Chris Clay.
Also number 71, Clay Darley, was in on that action for the Hilltoppers. And that'll be a gain of about, pick up about 2 yards, be a 3rd down 5 situation with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the ball game here tonight in Houston, Mississippi. Houston's homecoming. And now the Blue Devils line up. Number 13, the quarterback, brings his Blue Devils into motion, Hervey. And we'll see what happens. He has a 2-man back. Hervey on the keeper, and he'll go wide to the right. And Hervey has some running room, and he's got some blockers. And Hervey is down to the 30-yard line. Once again, Water Valley threatening here. Can you believe it tonight, Michael?
Deep in the Houston Hilltoppers territory, once again, Water Valley is on the run again. They see that the confidence of the Hilltoppers are down, and they're just taking advantage of it, and they're taking advantage of everything that's going on around them tonight. They know that they're going 5-0, and the adrenaline is still pumping, and they want Houston to know that you all have played Water Valley tonight.
Of course, Water Valley being ranked a top 10 team in North Mississippi, it's got to be the toughest team the Hilltoppers have taken on thus far. And now number 13, Hervey, will look over the offensive line, and we'll see if he passes or if he keeps. And another great handoff by Hervey, and Hervey is really good with the handoffs there.
Number 56.
This was a stop made by number 56.
I think the handoff was to Melvin Woodard. He handed off to Melvin Woodard, number 56.
Okay, he handed off to Melvin Woodard. And now Water Valley with that hurry-up offense, try to get some more points on the board with a lead. They already lead 21-0. 1:20 left to go in the ball game. And we have a new quarterback in, I believe now, number 10 for Water Valley. And he'll hand it off, and we'll see who took the handoff. But number 10 is in, Jeff Bynum, replacing Hervey. Number 13 is quarterback.
33 for Water Valley.
Number 33 for Water Valley is Eric House, and Eric House with the gain there up the side. 58 seconds left to go in the ball game, and 21-0. Water Valley trying to get some additional points on the board. Water Valley going to have a shutout here tonight, Michael, looks like.
Yeah, homecoming, it's kind of disappointing that the Houston Hilltoppers couldn't get a score on the board. Even though all the other events and activities that have taken place here today and tonight has been excellent. Well, you know what they say, you can't eat your cake and ice cream all at the same time. And tonight they'll just have to settle for the cake and maybe eat their ice cream tomorrow.
Maybe Houston can get together this week and maybe try to get it put back together and go out and have a great game next weekend.
I'm hoping that they do. They can't let this loss get them down. Just let them know that they played an excellent game tonight, and they know from playing a statewide ranked team what they need to do in order to pull themselves together. This game will be a good lesson for the Hilltoppers, and I'm quite sure they'll bounce back next week, and we'll be hearing about them on the news, how they blew out their opponents next week.
And with that, the game is over, and the Blue Devils will win their 5th consecutive game. They'll go 5-0. Water Valley Blue Devils 21, and the Houston Hilltoppers nothing. What an exciting game we've had here tonight in Houston at the homecoming. Michael, any final comments on tonight's game?
Well, I was pulling for the Houston Hilltoppers 100%, and kind of like felt they jumped out to a good start. Even though they didn't put any points on the board, I was still giving them the benefit of the doubt and thinking that they were going to be a second-half team. Water Valley outplayed, outmaneuvered, outscored, and out-finessed the Hilltoppers tonight. They played an excellent game in all areas, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how far Water Valley is going to go down the road, and just hoping that the Houston Hilltoppers can regroup.
Okay, Michael, and we appreciate you. It's good to have you alongside the mic here tonight, along with Suzanne on the sponsors. And for Rick, Robin, and Russ, Michael and Suzanne, it's been good to be with you here tonight in Houston. For TV7 and Bruce, Channel 5 Future Vision in Houston, and Channel 2 Future Vision in Water Valley, we wish you all well tonight, and our thanks goes out to everybody that was here tonight at the game, and congratulations to both teams on an excellent game. See you next time.